Hello. Oh, I totally forgot to go grab my watch. I think it should be charged. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. What's up, Silver? I just got to run upstairs and get my watch. I'll be right back. Okay, now we can begin. How's your day going, Silver? What is going on? I was out running errands and it took longer than I anticipated. I am wearing my athletic attire because I am probably going to have to literally run to the bike shop to pick up my bike. I got my bike tuned up and they did a good job, but there was just like, I just needed one little adjustment. So I rode back over to the bike shop because it's like, you know, close enough. It's close enough by. So I rode over and their mechanic. So I went over there yesterday. I was just like out riding yesterday and I happened to be like ride there. The bike shop is like on the route that I was taking. So I'm like, like I noticed my fifth gear in the back was, it wasn't smooth. It felt like it was trying to shift. And so, but it wasn't shifting. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just, you know, on my way back, I'll stop in and see if they can do an adjustment. And I was too early because they don't open until early afternoon. So I went, finished my ride, and on the way back, I stopped in, and they had just opened, so the mechanic wasn't there yet. So I talked to the owner, and she's like, "Oh, come, you know, you can just leave it here if you want for like an hour, or just come back tomorrow. The mechanic usually comes in at this time." So that was fine. I was like, well, because like it's a little bit of a logistical thing to like, yeah, bicycle bike. So like, yeah, so I went and I was like, oh, I'll just come back tomorrow, because I can do that. And so I came in today, and I come in, and she sees me. The owner sees me come in, and she's like, "Oh, hey, welcome back." And she's kind of making this little face. She's like, "Yeah, I just sent my mechanic just went home sick." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll just leave my bike here." They have more than one mechanic, but yeah. So I left my bike there, and then I walked home, and then I'm probably gonna run back. So I gotta, like, if the bike shop calls, I might have to. That's why it's not gonna be a very long stream, because I have to. I will. Well, hopefully it's just a small, quick adjustment, and then I can just like literally run over, because it's like it's like a 40-minute walk. It took me like 40 minutes to walk back. So if I could run over there before they close and pick up my bike and then ride home, that would be excellent, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So anyway, now I'm here and I'm in my bicycle attire, and we're gonna play cello. So let's play some cello. And do some trill warm-ups. And then we will do some finger twisters, and then we will do some shifting. And I'm going to try not to spend too long on the warm-ups, so we can just kind of dive into my piece for the recital. Let's see here. We're doing first position. And we'll do 60. What's up, Jen? Just getting warmed up here. Silver, what kind of bike do you have? Okay, we're going to do triplets now. Same tempo. I'm not managing my bow very well. Shake out my wrist a little bit. I'm feeling it a little bit here, which means I probably need to relax a bit more. Okay. Not going to do 30-second notes. That's good enough. We'll move on to some finger twisters. Oh. Take a note here. Okay. By the way, there's the sheet music for the exercises I'm working on right now. 31. Oh, we're back to the beginning, back to number 1. see. Okay, we're gonna do number 2. Okay, number 3. Okay, we're gonna do number 4, and then we'll move on. Okay. Let me write that down. 1 through 4. All right, we're going to skip straight to, oh, thanks, Silver. I'm going to skip to number 8 here. And we will do this in C major because that's what my piece is in. And let's get a C drone going. So this is a shifting exercise, and it's also an intonation exercise. gonna do a variation now. Let's go back to the top. All right, so another, let's see here. One thing that my teacher suggested I do is to go back and just read through some older etudes. So that's what I've been doing over the past week. So we did... I did number 8. So let's do number 9. Oh, and there is some sheet music for you if you would like. What's up, Jove? Number 8. There's number 9. Okay. This is a scale etude. And the reason why I should be going back to things more than I do. I just get overwhelmed with all the things to practice, you know. There's only so many hours in the day. All right, so this one looks like a scale etude, and looks like I played it at some point because I have fingerings written in. No idea when that was, but that's fine. So it'll seem like it'll feel like I'm sight reading, even though I did play this at some point a long time ago, probably when I first started playing. Yeah, if someone could just add 12 hours to a day, yeah, something like that. Or just like, maybe we could just like slot in an extra day in the week, but nobody's allowed to work on that extra day. Like you can do the things. It's like your catch-up day, and everybody gets a catch-up day, and nobody's allowed to work. If I ruled the world, I would make it so. Sorry, Caesar. I would be messing with your calendar, but whatever. Oh, wait. No, that's right. We are in, I forgot to check the key signature. We are in G major. So there's 1 sharp, and that is F sharp. Well, let's start at the beginning, because I totally messed that up. To make it a little bit brighter. Well, okay, yeah. Fair point. We need to workshop this a little bit more, Silver. You want healthcare workers and fire people to work even on the weekly. Yes. So everybody gets an extra day off then. How's that? If there's 8 days in a week, like the Beatles suggested, we're going to take their advice, and then everybody has to have an extra day off. We'll work it out. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of the second line here. We're starting to get a little crazy here. So the challenge there, and a consistent challenge that I've had, is looking ahead in the music and making sure that my eyes are far enough ahead from where I'm actually playing so that I don't get surprised by things. So, and that was one of the reasons why my teacher wanted me to read through some of these etudes. So let's do one more because it's short. It's only 4 lines. We will use, where is it? There it is. We will use my branded page book holder thingy that Joe got me. Okay, so this one is Andante. And this is also in G major, so that should be an F sharp. the whole thing again. Okay, that second time through was better. I don't think I've ever played this because there's no fingerings written in here. So that was a true sight read. Let's see, Silver says, and only one extra day per week to celebrate true choir sounds like not enough to me. I appreciate that, Silver. I think we should celebrate everybody. We should celebrate Silver and we should celebrate Jove. We can have a party. We can have a nice party. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. All right. So let's get back to this piece. And I'm going to get my pedal out and my notes out. I need to practice turning the pages. I don't even celebrate my birthday. I mean, that's cool. You know, everybody does things differently. Okay, so my notes for this piece from this week. So I decided that I was going to not do the English folk songs for my next recital and come back to Alight. So I hadn't worked on this in a few weeks, but then I came back to it and I was like, I think this is a better piece for the recital. So I hadn't worked on it at my lesson in a while until this week. Okay, so the string crossings on the main, let's start with that. So this piece is all in treble clef. Oh, and also you can check out this album on Bandcamp. There is a version that is with sheet music, and there's a version that's just like a normal album like you would buy on Bandcamp. Where is the button? Treble clef? Yeah, well, something like that. Well, not the whole piece. It's like the first page, and then it's about like it's a little bit more than half is in treble clef, and then the rest is in bass clef. Oh, why? No, I don't want to turn on Windows backup. No, thanks. No, thank you. I still haven't moved to Linux. That's the plan. The plan is to move to Linux. Okay, so this piece, very free time with an improvised feel, which doesn't mean that I shouldn't, that I should just not play what's written. But it's, the direction is very delicate, like a bird hopping from twig to twig. And I'm not doing that yet. So I want to work on this part, which is a little bird song. Start that timer. Doing that wrong too. So I want that the bass note or the lower note on that bird song to be a little bit more prominent. Then the top note should be kind of not in the background, but should be not as visible, not as audible. And then that should taper out a little bit. That should diminuendo a little bit more. I need to get better with my up bow diminuendos. Okay, and we changed the fingering here. So let's work on this actually. That's an F. So before my teacher looked, he was like, "What are you doing there?" I was playing that with a 1, and then it's a lot easier to hit that harmonic when you have a little bit more. You have a little bit more space. To go from a 3 to a thumb is a little bit easier than having to go from a 1 to a thumb. And then actually, are you up bow or down bow? DJ Moans won. You got space in your... That's my G string harmonic. Fundraising, I need to behave. Everybody go give DJ Moans 1 a follow. I'm on. I'm doing the thing. Yeah, so I've been streaming, and I don't have a schedule anymore. But everybody, you should follow DJ Moans One because he plays good music, and he's pretty funny. I think he's pretty funny. Your mileage may vary. You just stopped? Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm not gonna be on for very long because I have to go literally run to the bike shop, like literally like on with my feet. I have to run to the bike shop once there were before they close. They were adjusting something. I brought it in for a tune-up, and then there's just like a small. Well, no, because the bike is at the shop. So I can't ride the bike to the shop because it's at the shop. Now I got it tuned up, and then they just needed to make a little adjustment. So I dropped it. I dropped it off today, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing because one of their mechanics called out sick. So which is that happens. My second bike isn't rideable right now. Oh, tell us about the Second Harvest. So Second Harvest Heartland is, they are they're not a food bank. They serve food banks. So they buy food in bulk. So they buy like pallets of food. And I've volunteered there a number of times packing food. And so they'll get like a pallet of like Raisin Bran or whatever. And then you pack it into like, the volunteers will pack it into family size, like 1 pound containers, say. Like I've done Raisin Bran, I've done potatoes, I don't even remember all. I go over there. I need to do more, but anyway, yeah. So the distribution center then, and then I've also done, they have a couple locations. They have their second location, they actually take the stuff that's been packaged from the one location where like from the pallets, they pack it into the family size things. And then the other location actually puts those into like a box for like a family for a week. So that's what they do. And they're very efficient because they can buy stuff in bulk. And then they serve a bunch of other like food banks in the area. And right now, especially because, I'm not sure what the situation is with SNAP, which is our, in the US, that is our like food assistance. There's a whole thing about those benefits, but like there's like a lot of needs right now because there's still a lot of people sheltering in place from all of the ridiculous immigration nonsense. It's not even immigration. It's not even about immigration. It's about harassing people of color. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are still sheltering in place, so they're not working right now. And so like the needs and the food banks are a lot higher right now. DJ Mullins One, thank you for your donation to Second Harvest Heartland. So I don't know how many families that'll feed, but that'll feed multiple families. So thank you. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. I'm just trying to do my part. Well, my part in helping my neighbors around the entire Twin Cities metro area. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And I need to sign up for a volunteer shift is what I need to do. My schedule has opened up a bit, so I need to figure out some volunteering. Oh, it's your 6-year anniversary? Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, it's been about that long, hasn't it? Because, yeah, now I got to move it to tomorrow if I'm in the mood tomorrow. Yeah. So everybody go follow DJ Moans One and hang out, hopefully, at his stream tomorrow to celebrate his 6-year anniversary. What's up, Luna? We do pickups from Sisters Camelot usually, but they're struggling to meet demand. It's definitely felt by other names in the food distribution community too. Yeah, Luna knows what's up here in the area. Always looking for volunteers. Noted. Sunday we're doing a pub music rock and roll stuff. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Okay, so let's get back to business. What's up, Mario? That was good. That's what it should be like. Let's get back to the music. Enough of me interrupting. All right. See, this is okay. Now, this is all confusing because we're in treble clef and I'm trying to work on a new fingering. And these are all like notes up way high that I am unfamiliar with. Did you hear the news? Oh no. News. I have not. Boy George pet lizard apparently bit 3 people earlier this week. Well, that's not nice. That's not nice. Wasn't Boy George like talking about how he uses? I think it was. I read an article. The cops told him that he needed to get a calmer chameleon. Oh my. Oh my. I should have known. I should have known that was a setup. Should have known you were setting us all up. I read an article. I'm not gonna say because I'm not sure. I think it was Boy George though, but I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna spread unverified nonsense. So here, okay, so okay, that's an up bow. That's it. Okay, I need a shift there. No. So we do, I gotta write stuff down. See, Luna says my favorite bit of unverified nonsense is when they claimed Mr. Rogers was bi. I was like, I have no idea if this is true, but we deserve nice things. Yes. Okay, so this is 2, that's a 3, 2. Yeah. Okay, so it's a 2-2 shift. So, but I'm not going to be able to start in the middle there. I need to start back here. That's it. Okay, is there a spot that I can jump in that's not the beginning of that run? Maybe on the D. So, and then you are up, down, up, down, up, down. That is a better fingering. I just got to get used to it. this is supposed to be more bouncy too. So I need to be actually closer to the frog. This is the handle is the frog. Okay, let's start from the beginning of that run. Okay, I got it. So now let's keep doing this, and I need to, right here, I need to get back to the frog. Ah. Back to the frog. Frog. This is the frog. String players have weird names for things. So that squeakiness was a bowing problem. I tend to do this. That's not good, especially on these when you're higher up on the fingerboard, when you're closer to the bridge. You have to have your bow closer to the bridge. It sounds clearer there. Squeezing your frog too tightly. That's a different problem, but that is definitely a problem. That is definitely a problem. Yeah, DJ Moan's one is a flautist, a flute player, and a DJ. He plays the controller as well. Mention the other. Well, what all do you play? I do consider the decks to be an instrument as well. What's up, Uber Cruiser? I do appreciate your 2 cents. And cuz I know that you're just making literally a suggestion, not like telling me to do something. You know things, and I appreciate your insights. I might tell you I'm not going to do that, or that my teacher told me something else, but I will not tell you to F off. DJ Moans 1 will take care of that for me. Thank you, DJ Moans 1. Thank you. Let's see. Where you have a wandering thumb. I sure do. It's a very adventurous thumb. When you're up on the fingerboard, your thumb should normally stay near the first finger. Yes, that is something that my teacher has given me feedback on, and thank you for reminding me. Yes, this is a problem. This is a known problem. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, my thumb is just, I don't know, my thumb just likes to explore a little bit. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. Get ahead of it now so it doesn't develop into a bad habit. Oh, I think it's already a bad habit, but we'll do what we can. Silver says, "Oh yeah, we don't have cents here anymore. Like we don't have pennies anymore." Silver says, "I only have 2 euro cents, so I have to shut up here." Okay, so let's work on that run. Let's work on this run then, and let's focus on 2 things. We're going to focus on the getting back to a bouncier part of the bow on that first note of the run, and also my thumb needs to hang out with my index finger more. We can program AI to make small tens applique to your fingers. And when it senses a distance between the fingers, it will shock you. I don't think we need AI for that. Down with AI. Blah. The shock is maybe, I mean, I guess that would certainly be that would definitely remind me. Okay. All right. Pavlov's cello. Oh no. All right. I kept my thumb. I know I did keep my thumb closer to the fingerboard and closer to my first finger. That was good. I think that was out of tune, but I'll take the wins where I wasn't working on intonation necessarily, so we'll take the wins where we can get them. Ah. See, Silver says the Eurozone. My mouse is in the way. Eurozone has cents, but some countries like the Netherlands said, we'll round to the closest 5 cent because who's going to deal with the 1 and 2 cent coins? Fair. See, Uber Cruiser says, yeah, keep a good shape in that left hand where your thumb is ready to play always. Otherwise, it sounds like it's a good trajectory. Cool. Ah, that's the old fingering. A little bit farther. That harmonic is a little bit farther. see. Back to the pennies. DJ Moans 1 says, we got rid of ours. We rounded to 5, so we accept 1 cent and 2 cent, but will not give them out. I have a whole bunch of... I used to collect coins, so I have... So I'm saving some of those pennies. I had a bunch of coins. Just a small one. My great uncle collected coins as a hobby, so I learned some things from him. But I don't have a big coin collection. It's certainly not worth much. And he wasn't collecting necessarily. He just liked coins. He just thought it was interesting. He wasn't collecting to make money either. Nah, that was not, I don't know what was going on there. Except that's supposed to be a down bow. So this is an up bow. Wait. Down, up bow, up, down, 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 up. Okay. That starts on... okay, so this is it's a B double flat. Blah, blah. Which is an A. Okay, so this is a 2. That's an F. And then the next, now we end on that long note's an F, and then this first note of the next phrase is an F sharp. Okay, and the other thing that I have to watch out for is sometimes it goes da da da, and sometimes it goes da da da, and there's not that second tone, that double note. you are. So let's start at the beginning up until there. Starting out flat. I gotta remember to get my note. What's up? Takeo? Are you a cellist as well? Are you a cello friend? Where are you? There you are. Takeo. Thank you. I always appreciate a good phonetic spelling. That helps me out big time. Okay, so that's the first part. That's getting better. Definitely getting better. Love cello, my favorite instrument. Nice, nice. Haunting in the right hands. Can be. Definitely can be. All right, so now that is where I have a page turn reminder there, so that I remember to hit my foot pedal. Okay, so let's work on this next section here. And what time is it? The bike shop has not called me yet. I am waiting on a call from the bike shop so that I can literally run over there to pick up the bike that is at the bike shop. Because the bike doesn't fit in my car, so I need to retrieve it in some other fashion. But it might not be ready today. We'll see. We will see. Let's go here. So actually here, let me just study this music, because do we have a da 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 da, or do we have a da da da? We got a da 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 then we go up higher outside of my da, 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 da. Okay, so these are all da 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 das. Is it a motorbike or a pedal bike? It's a pedal bike. I do not do the motorbikes. Welcome in. See, Contra Crostics. See, Howdy just wandered in too. Nice to meet you. Cello is also my favorite instrument. Excellent. Well, you've come to the right place. There is cello here. My favorite musical thing is playing cello piano sonatas. Very nice. And this piece keeps triggering Tchaikovsky violin concerto in my brain. Here, let me drop the sheet music and the album in the chat. So this is I think she's an Australian composer, like modern day, still living and composing. And it's a really, really cool album, set of pieces, whatever. I bought my sheet music at Bandcamp. You have no idea how excited I was to, like, when my teacher was like, "Oh yeah, you go to Bandcamp," and I was, "What? You buy my sheet music on Bandcamp?" I'm a DJ as well, so like Bandcamp is like. I really, well, it's not that I love Bandcamp. It's that I love supporting independent artists because they, and that's where all the independent artists are. There's a bunch of other cool places like Ampwall and Subvert and Mirlo. And I just came across another one, places for independent musicians to sell their music. But anyway. Let's see. Yeah, Uber Cruiser says I love motorbikes. That's my other hobby. I own 8 of them. Yes. If you, so if you go to Martini Monster's stream, sometimes does you guys do any bike stuff? Does she do any bike stuff over there? There's bike talk in Martini Monster's Discord as well. She's a cello friend. Let's shout out Martini Monsters. She hangs out here sometimes. Usually she drops her people off over here for the cello. But yeah, she's also a cellist, and it's a good time. I like it over there. Anyway, okay, yeah. So this piece is Uber Cruiser says no bike stuff on stream. She thought about finding a stream backpack and doing it that way, but we never got around to setting it up. Yeah, you have to be really careful about being safe and stuff, but. If you were moving, but yeah. So this collection of pieces, this one is in standard tuning, but there's 3 pieces that are in a different tuning that are in you drop the A string and the C string down to a D, and those are kind of neat, but I find it kind of a pain to keep retuning, so I kind of gave up on those pieces. But I like them. I thought maybe I was going to play them for a recital, but that didn't happen. See, Mario says, is it possible doing a cello and DJ fusion? I would like to. I think because I have an electric cello. It's an NS Design electric cello, and I have a strap that it straps to you. If you go to Unwoman's channel, or check out like unwoman.com, she's got the same cello, except she's got the 5-string. I've got a 4-string, but she plays it standing up. So that is a thing, but like. Because I've seen, like, I don't know if you know Jules World. I don't think she's in South Korea, so she doesn't stream on Twitch anymore. But she is a DJ as well as a very good violinist. And she was doing occasionally she would do a stream where she was DJing and playing violin, and it was super cool. And so I would like to figure out a way to like make those things work together. See, and Uber Cruise says, oh, we're going to start shopping for a wood cello for Martini Monsters in the near future. So Martini Monsters, for those of you that don't know, she's got a carbon fiber cello. She's got a different type of carbon fiber cello than what I have. But she's got a carbon fiber cello. She's considering going to a 7/8 size, so we rented one once she decides it's shopping time. Yeah, and I think Unwoman also plays her acoustic cello as a 7/8. That's pretty common. So, like bowed string instruments come in different sizes, so a 7/8 is just slightly smaller than a full size, and some more petite adults will often play a 7/8 size cello. Because it doesn't really change. It doesn't like when you get down smaller, the sound is not as good with the smaller instruments. But at 7/8, it's not a noticeable difference between a full size. It's just slightly smaller. So if you have smaller hands, it's a little bit easier. What's up, Nivex? Nivex says, I know a streamer that does DJ and guitar. It'd be a little bit I'm thinking about if it would be easier. I'm just thinking about not from a skill perspective, but just strictly from like a logistical functional perspective. Like I think guitar would be, I mean, the guitar would be kind of in the way, but maybe less in the way. Violin's weird because you have to you actually hold the violin to like play. So you would have to have a strap. You would have to have a strap system, which some electric violins have. Like the Viper has that. That's how it comes. But let's see. Contra Caustic says, I'm frankly pretty annoyed that pianos got larger in the late 19th century. I'd have had so many more options if they hadn't. Key size larger. Oh, I didn't know that. 88 keys is that's pretty big. It's like, that's a lot of notes. That's a lot of ground to cover. Uber Cruiser says, okay, soon we'll all evolve to Rachmaninoff hands and the piano size will be okay again. Rachmaninoff would have been a bit sunk without his hypermobility, in my opinion. Those huge hands are a problem. You know who else has pretty huge hands is Mikkel Ackerfeld from Opeth. He's got pretty big hands. Like I've seen them live a few times, and I was like, oh, that explains some things. He's not the lead guitar for Opeth, but yeah, I was like, oh, it'd be easier to grab some of those things if you had a little bit more reach. Anyway, we were working on this part here. Wait a minute. Let me do this slowly. That is where it's not a da-da-da. Wait, so what is going on here? Because what are these fingers? So these are not a da-da-da-da. These are a da-da-da. That's tricky. You can see my fingers are kind of crossed over. I did ask my teacher about that, and he was like, "Yep, that's how you should play it." And oh, look, my thumb My thumb is floating again. Wait a minute. You're not an F sharp, you're a G sharp. Because we're in treble clef. And that is a G. It's the first. It's sitting on top of the staff. That's a G sharp. So it's actually and then the harmonic's right there. When you play the right note before the harmonic, it makes it a lot easier to find the harmonic. Imagine that. That's correct. Let's do it a few more times. Shifted down too far on the end of that run. Did I miss a I think I missed a section. Don't think I went up high enough. Ah, it's not da 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 da, it's da da da. It's not da 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 da. It's da da da. I need to grip the string a little bit more there too on the bow. Okay, let's do it once more, and then we'll move on to the next section. The next section is my favorite section. Ah. See, Contracrostics says, just had a listen, very lovely piece, and she has wonderful nuance. Yeah, so she's not actually, like, what's in the sheet music isn't exactly what she's playing. She's playing, like, for some of there are some parts, like the birdsong sections, like the da 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 da. She'll play that more times than is written in the music, for example. So it's the sheet music gives you an idea, but yeah, composers and their license for sure. And then actually, so one of the pieces that I was working on, Flowstone, that one is one of the ones that's tuned down. That's one of the ones where you have 3 G strings. That one's really cool, but I don't even use her sheet music. Like, she did a pretty good job of writing out the sheet music, but for Flowstone, my teacher actually just hand wrote out like a little cheat sheet that basically gives you the chords. And then it's kind of like a lead sheet, where it just gives you the chords, and then you can just kind of like change chords when you feel like it, which it's a little bit easier to follow, I think, that way too. Ah. I made a mistake. We got to fix it. Okay. Let's move on to this next section. Probably not going to get to the video game music. I expect they close in an hour. So I'm hoping they call me soon, because it's going to take me a minute to run over there. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I have friends coming over tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain. So I'm hoping I don't have to go over there tomorrow. Anyway, so this next section is totally different. Totally different. Ah. So that's the next section, and I didn't really do it justice, but you kind of get the idea. Kind of get the idea of what that's supposed to do. There's a lot more nuance that I need to put into it, but that's what we're working on. So let's start from here. I want to hit that note right. So that's why I'm starting up here. I got to figure out what I want to do there. Let me look at my notes. Let me look at my notes. Okay. Lots of bow, but light. That's what I wrote down. Where are you? Ah. Okay, let's just stop there. We have a prime sub and a carry-in. Thank you for the sub and for the follow. Hope you're having a nice day. Let's see here. So if I definitely need to play much lighter with my bow. So let's just work on that. Night, Mario. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Contra Crossic says, I feel like this piece is a perfect first encore. It's a cool piece. Like this, like I really, really like the whole album, the whole composition, the whole whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's very well done, and it's fun to play too because it's not super obviously everything is hard to play well, but it's not like super like virtuoso type difficult. And she does some interesting things. Like in this piece in particular, she plays with textures a lot. So there's a lot of harmonics, or like, you know, there's a spot where we go, it's just where you play the same note, but sometimes it'll be a harmonic and then not a harmonic. So it has a different feel to it, a different sound to it. And then some of the other pieces, they're like, it's clear that she is a cellist. Some pieces that are written for cello are not a lot of pieces that are written for cello are not written by cellists. So it's a very logical way that these pieces are put together. Like she's taking into consideration the instrument and how the instrument works. So they feel nice to play. Okay, so here, is this a da da da? Is this a da da da, or is this a da 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 da? And this is an F sharp. Okay, I hit it right. Let's see, Contracrossic says, that's how to get your music played. I've had some awful non-pianist piano music slapped in front of me before. Yeah, so I played, I don't know if it's up on my YouTube channel, but the recital that I did for the Braun piece, that was a really, really cool, like I really liked the piece, but it was just written for whatever bass instrument you have laying around. And that's what, like, you know, that was a thing that composers did. Back in the days, they would write a piece of music and then you just play it on whatever instrument was available. That's how you played it. And so it has a lot of really difficult string crossings, but it's a really, really cool piece. And it was a really good challenge to, like, there was a lot of string crossings where you'd cross over, not the adjacent string, but the one over. So it was a good fun challenge. That's Cello, yeah. The inverted jazz, that was continuo. Yeah. And like I think actually that particular piece might have been written in figure bass originally. But there's a modern cellist that arranged these that particular collection, the Braun collection for solo cello. So I have the whole collection. I have all the sheet music for like the whole thing, but I just played the one movement at a recital. It was definitely a good challenge. It was really hard. I mean, it was like hard for me at the time, which is kind of the point of the pieces that you do for a recital, is you're trying to challenge yourself, and then not only are you trying to challenge yourself, but you're trying to challenge yourself and then play it in front of people. See, I pull out Handel's Continuo book when I want a headache. Yeah. Okay, so we were working on this last section here. Okay, I gotta watch my thumb. Thumb needs to be here. I need to do like this, like, and I'm not doing that. Let's see here. Let me play this slower. What clef are we in? We're in bass clef, so that's an A. So this should be. least I'm getting those notes right now. Okay. Let's play around a drop. Let me just double check my phone and make sure I didn't miss a call. Let's do this. Oh, very nice, Silver. They haven't called. I have not missed a call. So we're good to keep practicing, and I guess I will have to head over there tomorrow. Probably. And they're closed on Monday. Ah. All right. What's up, Cathedora? Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Sorry. I cut you off, Cathedora. Please go ahead and drop now. So rude of me. So rude. All right, well, we'll see if the loon has any better luck. Nope. Just a bit outside. But anyway, you should go follow Cathedora because they're lovely. And they stream Minecraft. And they stream in the morning US time. Typically. Okay. I think let's maybe just like run through this thing, the whole thing. We'll see if I can oh, you reminded me. I don't think I made a thing. Special announcement. So I have some stuff in my store that I haven't really been talking about. But I'm a hobbyist photographer. And I've been wanting to get some of my portfolio up in my fourth wall store. so that people can like buy prints of stuff. So I have some greeting cards on the store now, and I have I think there's 4 different designs that you can buy individually, and then there's a pack of 3. And then I'm gonna start working on putting more, like figuring out what makes sense for some of my photo work to put on the store. But if you would like to, send somebody a more unique greeting card, they're all blank, so it's just like they're all like kind of like landscape nature type photography. But Cathedora reminded me, because they are a professional photographer. So they have a little bit more skill and experience than I do, but I'm working on it, and it's a thing that I've been doing for a while and kind of got away from, and now I have a little bit more time and I want to get back to. So anyway, that's a thing, and if that's interesting to you, feel free to go check it out. Yeah, that's a thing that I'm doing. All right, let's play this thing. Remember to get my note. Oh, and also I got a little carried away, and I really like the boba emote that Cathedora made. And I made like there's an iPhone case with all the boba emotes. Here, let me demonstrate. Oh, thank you, Cathedora. Yes, there's the boba emote. Oh, I bet I can do this. I bet I can do this. Where is my power up? I can make it big for free. So Cathedora designed that emote, and I it's very cute, and I have a boba problem, and so I made an iPhone case that has that pattern, like brick style tile sort of thing. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna order it for myself, because my iPhone is it'll be coming up on 5 years old in September. So the case is also that old, so it would probably not be a bad idea to get myself a new case. But I was like playing around with stuff last night, and I was like, oh, look at this. I messaged Cathedora. I was like, look at this. Look at what I did. This is ridiculous, but it makes me happy. So I don't care. And I don't care if anybody buys this. I'm going to order one for myself, and I'm going to enjoy it. All right. It's not da 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 da. It's da da da. It's da da da, not da 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 da. See, contra. I'm gonna, if it's okay, you mind if I call you Contra for short? It says, I like your dragonfly and cactus flower. Thank you. The dragonfly. So, I had just gotten a new camera body. I just gotten upgraded to a full frame camera body, and I was just like walking around, and the dragonfly it was posed for me. Like it was like just sitting. It was happy. It was very happily just sitting on the log, and I like for a long time. So that was very fortuitous. But I do, and it was just right there. So I had time to frame it just so. And I was like, oh, you're going to move. Don't move. Don't move. More of a diva fly then? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they were looking for their moment. And maybe I've given them their moment, their moment in the spotlight. I don't know. And then what was the other one? The cactus flower. Yeah, I was at Griffith Park out in LA. And it was raining. I actually, you notice there's raindrops on the cactus flower. It doesn't rain very often in LA, but it was my friend was also happened to be totally coincidental. He also happened to be in LA from Australia. So, and the only day that we could meet up was the day that we met up was the only day that we could meet up. That the only day that our schedules overlapped, because he got there, I was leaving and he just got there or something, or the other way around. And I had to buy an umbrella. I bought the only umbrella that they had at the gift shop at the observatory. And it was a really nice umbrella. It's like a sun. It's like for a shade umbrella as well as a rain umbrella. But yeah, I bought a $30 umbrella at the gift shop at Griffith Park the day I shot that photo. Contra says, if I just sit here, some human will enlarge and immortalize me. Yeah, there are also dragonfly posters. I liked that one. Anyway, so that's the story behind the photo. Anyway, let's practice the da-da-da and not the da-da-da. And then I'll take it from the top. I missed a shift too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. I did 3. Okay, let's do it again. There's another. That was 3. There's 4. Okay, that was correct. Let's do it again to reinforce. All right, let's go back to the beginning. That's a da 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 da. I'm also playing the triplets too fast. I probably should know better than to like work really hard on a piece and then when I'm really tired, play the whole thing. That doesn't really I think that is counterproductive, but it seems fun. It seems like the thing to do in the moment. All right. Well, that's the piece. It's definitely getting better. It's definitely sounding more musical, and there's a lot of nuance that you can put into this piece, and so it's just a matter of like making sure that I bring that out. And like some of the like for the here. There's like I need to start fast and slow down my bow too. There's a lot of that sort of thing that I could be doing that I need to work into this. But it's coming along. I don't actually know when my recital is, but usually it's like the end of the semester-ish. So sometime in May or June, sometime, probably. I don't know. So I've got some time to really refine this a lot more. So yeah. Okay. Well, I think let's wrap it up there. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and and chatting, and for the people that were just hanging out and listening. I appreciate you. Also on YouTube, thank you. And like I said, I don't have a schedule right now. I'm trying to figure out what that is going to look like. I'm kind of thinking maybe Wednesday afternoons might be a good time. I don't know. I just gotta like pick some stuff and put it on the calendar. But for right now, I'm just doing pop-ups. So if you want to know when I'm going live, the best thing to do is actually to either join my Discord or to follow me in the Fediverse or on Blue Sky. Oh, did I do that? thought I had a thing. I don't know. I thought I made a thing. Links, maybe? I don't know. There's a thing. Let me see if it's enabled, actually. Let me see if I enabled that thing. Sometimes also I make a timer and don't make a command, and then I'm wondering why things aren't working. It's because I didn't actually make a command, so maybe I did that. Okay. Chat commands. Try it now, Cathedora. That's exactly what just happened. Exactly the thing. I just enabled. Oh wait, do I need to save something? No. Where? There it is. Yeah, it helps when you turn things on. So anyway, as I was saying, Blue Sky and Mastodon in the Fediverse are the two best places, and there's Discord. There is a Discord. So anyway, and obviously, you know, Twitch notifications are hit or miss, but you know, those are a thing. So anyway, thank you everybody. Nice to meet you, Contra. And thank you for the Prime sub. We had Andicarian with the Prime sub. I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody hanging out. And we're gonna go find somebody to raid. YouTube, we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.